En fin, a todos que se unen a esta oración hoy por la mañana. Y como siempre, Padre, pidiendo por aquellas personas que más lo necesitan, los ancianos, los niños, los enfermos, los que están en las cárceles, los que están pasando por tiempos difíciles. Sánalos, Padre, confórtalos, guíalos. Padre, por todos nosotros, que tengamos un excelente día, que tengamos la capacidad de ponerle ambición y orgullo a nuestro trabajo y que de esta forma podamos mejorarnos, porque al final del día, toda forma de expresión, cuando hacemos las cosas bien, también es una forma de alabar al Señor, alabarte a ti, Padre. Te bendecimos, te glorificamos, siempre. Amén. If you just joined us, it's exactly 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is Thursday, the 27th of July. And like nothing, tomorrow, Friday, again. And if you've been noticing that these days the weather is beautiful. Yesterday I was commenting that it was approximately 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then all of a sudden I looked up in the sky and it was clear and blue and beautiful. And it's not typical that we have this kind of weather in July, because normally we have intermittent rain and so forth. But yesterday was wonderful. And you know what? Today is going to be pretty much the same. The general situation, generally fair weather prevails. Plain as that. 24-hour forecast. Sunny with cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated. The winds blowing to the east-northeast at 5 to 10 knots. The sea state light chop to choppy. Temperatures along the coast, a max of 88, a low of 80. Inland, a max of 94, a low of 73. And in the hills, a high of 81 and a low of 68. There are no advisors in place. And quickly, just to go to the National Hurricane Center, it says the disorganized cloudiness and showers extending from the Cabo Verde Islands southwestward across the Atlantic are primarily associated with a tropical wave. So, slow development is possible over the next several days while the system moves westward or west-northwestward at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Formation chance through 48 hours is very low, near 0%. So they're not expecting this system to develop within the next 2 days. But the formation chance through the next 5 days is a little bit higher, still low, at 30%. And this is the National Hurricane Center forecaster Avila. And it's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. At this moment, it's just disorganized weather. If it develops into a storm or something like that, and obviously we will begin to put more attention to it. But at the moment, nada de eso. Simplemente es para mantenernos informados acerca de esto. However, let's go back. The outlook for Friday is for isolated showers or thunderstorms to develop. Slightly more will affect the south on Friday night. There was a low tide a little while ago at 6:42. There's a high tide at 12:41 this afternoon, followed by a second low tide at 7:26, followed by a second high tide at 1:27. That is tomorrow morning. And the sun sets today at 6:28 and the sun rises at 5:31 tomorrow morning. The moon rises today at 9:32 and the moon sets today at 1 minute before 10 tonight. We want to thank Francisca Wellington for this information, and notice that they were updating the web page at 5:30, so we'd like to thank them and all those other persons who have been up and working from very early, or maybe perhaps even through the night. Doctors, nurses, policemen, soldiers, watchmen, well, a number of other people who do, factory workers and so forth, who do work during the time when we are sleeping. Obviously, we need to congratulate these people because if it was not for them, the system would simply break down. Buenos días. Gran gusto saludarles, siempre un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Este es el reporte del tiempo para hoy, 27 de julio, y recordándoles, compañeros, de que este fin de semana, el lunes, terminamos el mes de julio y tan de repente empezamos el martes, el mes de agosto. Así, tan rápido. Yo recuerdo muy claramente cuando estábamos en abril y con las fiestas de Easter, y luego mayo, y ahora ya entre poco estamos en agosto. Entre poco. Y en agosto, pues, es el comienzo de las celebraciones septembrinas de septiembre, y se va a ir así. Comienzo de la escuela, bastante ocupados con comprar libros y uniformes y mandar nuestros hijos a la escuela. Entonces septiembre empieza y todos así muy atentos y muy pendientes del hecho de que las celebraciones de independencias están a la vuelta. Primero viene el 10 y luego viene el 21 y la gran celebración de independencia. Ya luego, como nada, ya estamos en octubre. Ya ahí lo paro, porque dirán, Manuel, te estás adelantando mucho. La situación general, buen tiempo. Para las siguientes 24 horas, soleado con algunos periodos de nubosidad. Hoy, parcialmente nublado por la noche, si es que vemos algunos chubascos o tormentas completamente aisladas. Los vientos del este-noreste de 5 a 10 nudos, compañeros, y el estado del mar ligeramente agitado. Temperaturas por la costa, una máxima de 88, una mínima de 80. En el interior del país, 94 grados como una máxima y 73 como una mínima. Y para aquellas personas que estarán preguntando, bueno, ¿y por qué es que en el interior siempre tenemos una temperatura más alta que la costa? Pues lo primero que viene en mente es el hecho de que la costa, por ser costa, tiene mar. Y el mar tiende a tener un factor estabilizador en lo que es la temperatura en las comunidades en esas áreas. Así que, pues, estabiliza la temperatura en esa área. No tienes gran calor, porque obviamente el mar siempre tiene mucha brisa y no se siente gran calor, aunque a veces se puede sentir. Y por la noche igualmente. Pero, en el interior del país no tenemos el efecto estabilizador del mar. ¿Ok? Y en otros países, que son muchos más grandes, cuando tienes estamos hablando de países como Canadá, Brasil, México, los Estados Unidos. Cuando estás justo en medio del país, digamos Kansas o uno de los países en el centro del país, de los estados, perdón. Entonces, escasamente tienen efecto, cero casi en realidad, del mar, porque están miles de millas. Así que este tipo de clima se llama continental. ¿Ok? Y entonces está muy vulnerable a todos los fríos y también a todos los calores. No hay ese efecto estabilizador del mar, como si fueras a Miami y todos los días está un poquito de viento. Caluroso sí, pero siempre hay un poquito de viento que no permite que baje tanto la temperatura por la noche, pero también no suba tanto durante el curso del día. Eso es la razón. El mar hace toda la gran diferencia. En el interior del país, como dije, 94, en el interior 73, con una mínima. Por las colinas, obviamente, por elevación, tienen esa propensidad de tener temperaturas más bajas por la altitud. 81 grados como una máxima, 68 como una mínima. No hay ninguna advertencia en lugar, como dije en inglés hace rato, sí hay un sistema de mal tiempo que ni siquiera es una ola tropical, simplemente es una agrupación de nubes y de mal tiempo que todavía no muestra nada de organización y que todavía está lejísimos en el Atlántico. La única razón que se le está poniendo poquito de atención es por la trayectoria, es simplemente porque está viniendo oeste. Así que organizado o no organizado, hay que ponerle el ojo, porque pues uno nunca sabe. Pero no está puesto para desarrollarse porque obviamente las condiciones, como dije anteriormente, no son propicias para el desarrollo. Las condiciones para que una tormenta o un huracán desarrolle, pues las condiciones tienen que estar presentes. Y cuando muchas veces entran estas tormentas al Caribe, hay mucho lo que llaman wind shear. Es más, vientos viniendo la otra dirección, que en vez de que realmente contribuyen para que se desorganice la tormenta. ¿Ok? Porque si estás circulando así contra el reloj y viene un viento y mero enfrente, pues ¡puf! Ya te quedas desorganizado. Justo lo que sucede. Justo lo que sucede. Y compañeros, hay todavía en el Caribe bastante wind shear. Quiere decir que vientos que están viniendo del oeste. Y eso es lo que está contribuyendo al hecho de que a este momento no tenemos organización de estas tormentas. Para mañana. Mañana viernes, chubascos aislados o tormentas aisladas desarrollando. Y el sur verá un poquito más de lo que el resto del país estará viendo. Una marea baja sucedió hace rato a las 6:42. Una marea alta a las 12:41 hoy mediodía. Luego otra marea baja a las 7:26 por la noche. Y luego otra marea alta, a la 1 de la mañana con 27 minutos. El sol se oculta hoy, compañeros, a las 6:28. El sol sale mañana a las 5:31 minutos. La luna, de igual forma, sale hoy a las 9:32 y se oculta hoy por la noche a 1 minuto antes de las 10 de la noche. Le damos las gracias a Francisca Wellington por esta información y notamos debidamente de que he estado ahí en su trabajo desde las 5:30 cuando actualizó la página web del National Met Service. Les felicito y les doy las gracias. También, obviamente, compañeros, tenemos que darle las gracias a nuestros patrocinadores, como siempre, como Disco Rayado, pero necesario. A German Vega Sons, al señor Gaspar Vega, honorable Gaspar Vega, al señor Eduardo Vega. A señores dueños de A&Rs, Rapidito Loans, Gillette Meat Shop, la Inmaculada Credit Union, Government of Belize Information Service, Belize Tourist Board, Aqualife Water. También, compañeros, hay algunas otras personas que anuncian con nosotros temporalmente, pero yo creo que esos son temporal y no me viene a la mente por el momento, pero les agradezco todos los esfuerzos de anunciar con nosotros, porque es a través de nuestros anuncios que se pagan las cuentas. Compañeros, son las 7:20 minutos. Si hoy cumples años, te deseo todo lo mejor. Si hoy estás celebrando aniversarios, que la pases de maravilla. Yo quiero enviarle un atento saludo a mi cuñada que celebra sus cumpleaños mañana. y anticipadamente le estoy mandando nuestros mejores deseos aquí. También a las tantas personas que tienen algo para celebrar hoy. También quiero enviarle los saludos a los concursantes de Queen of the Bay, que sucede este fin de semana. Compañeros, me tienen muchos años que no tenemos un concurso Queen of the Bay, así que, y muchas de las personas jóvenes estarán preguntando, bueno, ¿y qué se hace? ¿Qué sucede? Pues, mejor ve y cómprate un ticket y ve al concurso, porque ahí estarás presente y verás todo. Y te aseguro que va a ser bastante divertido. A este momento no sé si quedan tickets, pero les invito a que apoyen a las muchachas. Con eso, compañeros, a 7:22 tomamos una pausa, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. Vamos a esa pausa.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
This house got Wi-Fi or what? Buy you to worry about Wi-Fi, we come for party! You only live once. You've got to live in the moment and make the most of each time, because once it's gone forever. That's why I love my Digicel 4G LTE mobile data. Hey, you know the Wi-Fi password? I am always connected. I can share my memories with everyone. They always know what's happening. You know who hosts this? You got a Wi-Fi? Not have to be like Bali here and they try thief Wi-Fi. With Digicel 4G LTE, you can share whatever you want, whenever you want. You never have to wait for Wi-Fi.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
What? Finally I get Wi-Fi.
Had it on that.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Por más de 160 años, la producción de azúcar ha sido muy importante en el crecimiento económico del norte de Belize y, por extensión, la nación. Sin embargo, con los fuertes cambios mundiales, socios de la industria azucarera, debemos mantener nuestro compromiso para fortalecer el sector y enfrentar los retos para asegurar los medios de subsistencia de miles de familias en Belize. Aseguremos la resistencia de nuestra industria, su competitividad y su rentabilidad para que continúe contribuyendo a la economía beliceña. Al igual que muchas otras fábricas productoras de azúcar en el Caribe, Belize Sugar Industries Limited, Tower Hill, tradicionalmente ha producido azúcar en bruto para la exportación y refinación en el extranjero. Sin embargo, los cambios en el régimen del azúcar de la Unión Europea en octubre del 2017 pondrán fin a los precios altos del azúcar que tradicionalmente hemos disfrutado. Para el próximo año, esto significa bajos precios en caña de azúcar. nuestro negocio ya no será el mismo. Tendremos que pensar maneras más creativas para enfrentar los retos. BSI confía en el futuro de esta industria. Por lo tanto, ha desarrollado y presentado a los socios de la industria azucarera un plan para sobrevivir los bajos precios del azúcar en bruto. BSI está optimista que puede buscar mejores precios de caña en Europa y en otros mercados si invierte en expandir la producción de azúcar de consumo directo, que lleva un premio más que el azúcar en bruto. ¿Qué son los azúcares del consumo directo? El azúcar de consumo directo se refiere a cualquier azúcar que no se tiene que refinar o mejorar en calidad y que se puede consumir directamente. Los azúcares de consumo directo se fabrican a una calidad superior a la del azúcar bruto y por lo tanto reciben una prima superior. BSI, en nuestra fábrica de Tower Hill, produce 5 tipos de azúcares de consumo directo: azúcar blanco directo, azúcar demerara local, azúcar demerara CARICOM, azúcar demerara para Europa, azúcar demerara canadiense. Los últimos 4 azúcares de consumo directo, aunque son azúcar morena, son fabricadas bajo normas de control de calidad internacionales para productos de grado alimenticio, que además tienen diferentes tamaños de cristal y ligeras diferencias en color. Para nosotros en BSI, expandir la producción de estos azúcares de consumo directo son el futuro de la industria. Por lo tanto, aún sin un plan de desarrollo estratégico firmado, BSI ha presentado a los socios de la industria azucarera un plan propuesto de inversión de $22 millones beliceños durante los próximos 18 meses para aumentar la producción de azúcar de consumo directo. Esto aumentará la producción de 30.000 toneladas métricas a 50.000 toneladas métricas de azúcar. La inversión también aumentará el precio de caña de alrededor de $2 beliceños por tonelada por encima de la venta del azúcar en bruto. Adicionalmente, el proyecto propuesto aumentará la molienda a 203 toneladas más por día, aumentará la capacidad de la casa de cocimientos, aumentará el espacio de almacenamiento para azúcar de consumo directo, mejorará el acondicionamiento del azúcar, mejorará la confianza operacional del ingenio, ya que se planea una inversión adicional de $2.4 millones beliceños para reemplazar equipo en Belcogen. Para justificar esta inversión, BSI necesita asegurar que la entrega de caña no sea interrumpida durante los próximos 4 años. El acuerdo comercial firmado en 2015 contiene una cláusula de salida vinculada a un plan de desarrollo estratégico SDP que permite a las asociaciones y o BSI el derecho de cancelar el acuerdo a partir del 19 de enero del 2018. Si no hay un contrato de la venta y compra de caña, por ley, BSI será incapaz de aceptar la caña de los productores que no estén bajo un contrato firmado. Para evitar esto, BSI ha propuesto a las asociaciones cañeras solo enmiendas al acuerdo comercial sin alterar el valor compartido del 65%-35% sobre la cual se comparten los ingresos y también sin alterar la fórmula del pago de bagazo. Las enmiendas propuestas son: garantizar una entrega constante de caña por los productores, cementar la fórmula de bagazo para los próximos 4 años, resolver otras incertidumbres contractuales, permitir que el contrato continúe durante todo su periodo hasta enero del 2022. BSI le pide a todo cañero y cañera a unirse a todos los demás socios de la industria, aceptando la continuación del acuerdo comercial existente en lugar de llevar a la industria a un periodo de mayor incertidumbre. BSI está optimista de que juntos podemos prepararnos para sobrevivir los desafíos del futuro cercano, llevando a una nueva era de prosperidad y sostenibilidad para todos.
Question mark.
We're back, pa.
We're back, yes. You know, and welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's a pleasure to welcome Mr. Checky
Thank you, my brother.
to the show. And a beautiful day these days.
Yes, boy. Yes. When I wake up 5:30 in the morning, the place is so beautiful. No darkness, only light. Like we always say, man, when we're here, thank God for another beautiful, wonderful day.
Yes.
You know,
What I was referring to was that it was, yes, it gets warm during the day, pretty warm, 94 degrees, but we have some element of humidity, but not as much.
Yesterday was one of them, boy.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was not the sweating kind of day. Obviously, I don't know, it must have been under some influence of a high pressure system or something like that, but there were very few clouds yesterday in the sky in the afternoon.
Yeah.
They all disappeared. And the only time that happens is when we have some sort of combination of how can you call it? What do you call it? Some combination of things where this is actually suppressing the formation of clouds. A low pressure system pulls air from the surface to the top. And obviously, when that happens, then the humidity is pulled up, the air is pulled up, and clouds form. But whenever you don't have clouds up there, that means that that process that you just spoke about is absent or partially absent. And that would be in the presence of a high pressure system that, rather than pulling up air, is pushing down air. So it suppresses the formation of clouds.
True.
You know what I mean? But whatever it may be, it was a beautiful day yesterday, and today is supposed to be equally nice. I wish I could just go to San Pedro or Cancun and throw down and not worry about nothing.
Bermuda time.
You know, and just go out fishing and go out to the Blue Hole but work calls.
But it entice me to take a holiday.
Work calls. So, but everything
a personal
everything in due time.
How do you come avocado? How the avocado season treat you? You get an avocado this season, boy?
I have eaten a couple of them, but not as many as I would have liked. Very simply because, to be honest with you, the last time I went out, I mean, avocado they sell out at Tong for like $2.50, $2.50, and I only can for buy one.
Okay.
You follow me? Normally I'd buy 4, 5. And I said, tell you what, I don't need some. I will wait until the price goes down to 50 cents and $1, because very shortly it will be that.
Yeah.
Pero hay aguacate, compañeros. Hay aguacate que se está pudriendo hoy en día.
Yeah, they got a lot now, no?
Yes, so I've pretty much had a lot of it.
Yeah. You ever see anything that make out of aguacate, apart from the guacamole?
Oh yeah, they make salsas out of aguacate.
They don't make nothing like no kind of grease or fat or things that's out of that, true? Because remember we have the coconut oil and stuff on the coconut, we got the mango juice, anything else you know that produced from aguacate, right?
That's a good question.
Because they have a lot of aguacate all over the world, man. But we see them in the supermarket across Mexico, you know,
All
the US
over
and
the
stuff.
world?
Well, not all over the world, but it's very common around. Like when you go to the States, you see that supermarket, in Mexico, you see that. But then I wonder if anything is produced from it Like how you have for the coconut, you have
You
for the
see, I
mango.
guess that essentially what we have gotten used to is eating the aguacate, just eating it.
Just eat it too.
Because it's a delicious and a very, very nutritious fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people use it, yes, for other cosmetic purposes, but essentially it's being used as nutrition. So, and I'm looking how you give me now guacamole, cut up, whatever, or just plain slices, or just if you give me whole, I will just cut it in two and get one spoon and spoon it out.
Which one of the avocado is your favorite one?
I don't know if I'm falling into a trap here,
Why?
but because I know you.
No man,
I will be honest with you. I don't like the soft here, but the one that have the butter pear is good.
The butter pear good now.
Yes.
You know they got so much shake too, Joe?
All of them shake.
Yeah, no, all of them shake.
No,
No, it's not all
well
of
they
them.
don't shake when they're not turned.
You know about the water pear too, Joe?
I don't like those. They're too soft.
They want to soft, Joe.
Mhm.
The butter pear. That they
You
want-
have any at home?
No, I don't have none.
Okay.
I don't have none. I just ask because, like you see, when the mango season, because how much mangoes me there about the place. But when this avocado season come, like, we never really see one lot, like you said, the prices been really there up. But that time, at one time, it never took come on. But right
Es
now,
que el aguacate se pudrió, se estaba pudriendo porque ciertas personas rehusan pagar $2.50 por un aguacate. Hay algunas personas que no les importa para quitarse el punch, pero a $2.50 yo espero. Así que las personas que lo estaban vendiendo a 12 a $2.50 se les quedó el aguacate y ahora lo tienen pudriendo. Sweet one.
well, I urge you to try.
And I mash it up and I have it for dessert.
I no promise, but I try. I might go to Cookie Tree on the weekend. I might. I'm not sure. But if I buck up to summer and get something, I'm gonna try it. It tastes good, man. When I mash up to the milk and the mix, it got a very nice flavor.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If you see the ripe one, the ripe sweet ones, I prefer that any day.
Yeah, but I just want to make you try the sour one, man.
Uh-huh.
Because
Sure.
it's very nice. You mash it with the milk in it. Look at when you eat that, it got a nice flavor. But also, Emmanuel, then the fruits that I grow at Belize, and we want people try them and continue enjoying them. This weekend, opening on Friday night, it's the Grand Sugar City Hoops. They will be having their under 18 open and senior basketball tournament, and this happens this Friday night, grand opening night, and this will be at the East Sports Center right here in Orange Walk. It's a grand open season. Yeah, East Sports Center comes alive. You know, when the opening night, a lot of things happen, and they have grand prizes for these. We'll be telling you about the prizes later on. And let's see, game one, it's Nightmare versus Above the Rest. You hear that? Nightmare versus Above the Rest. That's game one at 7:30. Then game two, it's the Gym versus Monsters at 9 p.m. And entrance for adults $3, teenagers and children $2, kids 10 years and under free. Snacks and drinks will be on sale. So Raul and Mr. Cummins and the rest of the members from the Sugar City Hoops, we want to wish you the best for this big competition, which happens at the East Sports Center. I'm not sure how long you run for, but you're going to run. This time they'll be having games on Friday, sometime Friday and Saturdays. And if it rain, then they already have the Orange Walk Multipurpose Complex secured in case it rains. So if one game is scheduled for Friday night, a lot of league kids there, and this basketball, well, we want to invite everybody to come out and support sports. It's something, sports, that's something.
And the concept of Mundialito, I gather, has been pretty much copied by other districts.
Oh yes, yeah.
And so you have Mundialitos in other districts.
Yeah, even in Belize City they have it now.
Yes, the
all over.
Mundialitos. And which is, I think, a very good initiative. At the end of the day, put politics aside and everything, but when you find time to be able to give to the young people and devote some time and effort and money towards sports for young people, that's a commendable effort.
Yeah, it is.
And believe me, that those efforts should be applauded. But sometimes we get lost in our way, on our way, and we don't put too much attention on those things. And this is where it becomes even more important to salute those people, whoever they may be. I have no idea who are the organizers of Mundialitos in other districts and so forth. So
Yeah.
whoever it may be, I'd like to congratulate you.
And also the Running Rebels, they're having their summer camp basketball, summer camp for kids from, I think it's from 7 to 12 years old. They have it every Saturday. They started last week at the multipurpose complex, and this is for young people as well. As you mentioned, it's really great to have the young people involved in these types of activities. So they're having it at the multipurpose complex every Saturday morning from 9 until midday. All you need to do is to make your picnic, have a nice breakfast, make you drink tea. When you go there and get these snacks and so, and ready for the disciplines, the fundamentals, and the way how we dribble the ball, how we play the basketball, and maybe your kid can be one of those future basketball stars.
Oh, yes. I just saw a posting where last week I was over at Cindy Rivera's office at the Blanquita's House of Culture. And
I see you up on drum. Go there though.
no, but that was a different occasion.
Okay.
That was a totally different occasion. And she was expressing some concern that not many people were signing up for the Maya lessons, teaching of Maya at the Blanquita's House of Culture. This obviously in being taught by professors of the Instituto Escolar de Quintana Roo, Universidad de Quintana Roo, some entity in Mexico, in the neighboring state of Quintana Roo, would come down and teach Maya to those people who are willing. And then we have a lot of, I think this was a response to some people's comments and saying, ni enseñan Maya, ya Maya se está perdiendo, ya esto el otro. And now they made the offering of the Maya lessons, and there were scarcely anybody who had signed up for obvious reasons. Some of them were working. Those people who expressed an interest could not attend because they were working the time of the day and so forth. But I'm very, very pleased to tell you that according to my good friend Dudu, the Maya lessons and Blanquita's House of Culture is well attended.
Okay.
And some people, to include kids, are very keep the tradition going. It started Monday and will go on for 2 weeks. Okay? Yes, it will go on for 2 weeks. It started Monday, and I'm hoping that people who go there because they really want to learn, not very simply something that as a pastime, and in 3 weeks' time they don't forget every single word.
People always say they Maya down a lot of things so it's hard to learn, but what do they teach? They teach about the culture of Maya or the language?
The language, very basic language. Okay? Espérate, that's such a word. This
Good
one
morning,
is such a
hello.
word. Good morning. It's
Thank
basic, it's not advanced.
Okay.
Okay? So, but it's a beginner's course. You must begin somewhere. You know what I mean?
And that's the right way
You
to
can't
do it.
run before you walk.
You have to begin from the bottom.
Of course you
From the
have
bottom
to.
to the top.
Exactly.
But that is something very good, Emmanuel, because You know, they have some people right there, sort of Orange Walk, over the whole country, I believe, that speak Maya. And you know they have some people where on they speak Maya, still in this country right now. Some elder people. Just like they have some Garifuna people who speak only Garifuna. So it's a good thing for us to take opportunity of that. Anybody could learn it, Joe. Anybody could go to the class.
Of course.
So we're supposed to go like the next 10 days?
Yes, approximately. It's going to be today, tomorrow, and next week.
What time?
I don't have I'm getting a sneeze, but it doesn't come.
Let it go. Let it go, let it flow.
Yes.
So I don't know the time?
No, I don't know the time, but I can easily answer this question. Very, very simple. Looking up the information.
I wonder if
at this point, I think that, unless you want to begin late, no? But my language starts July 17th to the 28th, which is me. No, actually, it finishes this week. No. I do believe that they had a little problem, so that they delayed that.
That's an extension.
It begins at 1 to 4. But the best thing to do is to call Cindy or Chantel at 322-0517.
Or you could go to the Banquitas House of Culture.
322-0517, or go to the Banquitas House of Culture. It's never too late. If you already know the basics and you want to learn a little bit more and participate, because really that's what it is. Participate and share information, you're more than welcome, you know. Y también les recuerdo de que también los mismos instructores de la lengua maya, la lenguaje maya, también estaban, pues no los mismos, pero de la misma institución están ofreciendo danza folclórica de mestiza folkloric dancing, which me encantaría que más gente tomara esta ventaja de esta oportunidad, porque hablando la verdad, compañeros, ya es tiempo que tomemos más orgullo en quién somos, ¿okay? En vez de simplemente hacerlo pasar por tal y tal y tal, ¿ok? Yo creo, es mi opinión, de que cuando se trata de bailes folclóricos, de ese tipo de conocimiento de tus antepasados, etcétera, 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 algunas personas te dicen, no me interesa, no me ayuda en mi trabajo, no me da dinero extra, así que no me vale eso. Pero aquellas personas que sí participan en este esfuerzo te dicen claramente, pero ¿cómo me ayudó a consolidar una mayor identidad de quién soy? Ahora, más que nada, estoy más orgulloso de quién soy, porque estoy orgulloso de quiénes son mis antepasados, mis antecedentes, que hicieron tal y tal y tal, pobres, ricos, blancos, negros, quien sea. ¿Ok? Eso te ayuda con un mejor conocimiento de quién eres. Y eso es todo el propósito. Pero también quisiera pedirle a las personas que quieran aprender el baile folclórico del norte, las mestizadas, ese tipo de cosas, que vayan al Banquitas House of Culture y no piensen que solo la gente de Yo Creek y de Palmar deben de asistir. No, eso no se trata de simplemente de los grupos culturales, esto se trata de que la gente pueda aprender a bailar, que la gente misma pueda aprender y ser orgullosos de quién son. En una fiesta en tu casa también te pones tu huipil y te pones tus zapatos de charol y todo, y pones tu baile, ¿ok? Orgullosamente lo que haces.
Because that is part of our culture as well, right?
Of course, this is who we are. Pero hemos estado viendo que en tratar de superarnos, así estamos olvidando quiénes somos y asumiendo cultura extranjera.
Sugar City Morning Show, hello, good morning.
Hey, check out Norman.
Huh?
That no.
Oh, you want me to put the, all right now. I want to say good morning to the Richards family on Belize Road this morning. They have, good morning Dwight, good morning Norris and the rest of the crew. They have the privilege of having their mom visiting from the U.S. She have migrated to the U.S. Miss Sandra, good morning. Whenever she gets the opportunity to come back, she always come back to visit her kids, but they asked me to send her a special hello this morning, and they're so glad and happy that she's here. And she has to leave this morning, so they wanted to send this greeting to her bright and early before she leaves. So, Miss Sandra, they want you to have yourself a very safe and great trip back, and thanks for your visit. It shows the great love from a great mom, so have yourself a wonderful trip. And she's leaving Belize today, Emmanuel, so the family just wanted to get that message out, and we did it right here on the show this morning. So all the best, all right? Hay una pregunta aquí para el señor Martínez también, as we continue.
Buenos días, una pregunta, ¿qué pasó con Chantel y Gómez? No están haciendo nada. Mira esos dos que se tienen que mover. Pues, yo estoy de acuerdo con tu pregunta, claro que sí. Y porque en realidad no sabemos nada. Yo me uno contigo y con todas las otras personas en decir de que teníamos mucha esperanza de poder llegar a saber lo que está ocurriendo en el Town Council a través de estas dos personas. Pero aparentemente estas dos personas han decidido tomarlo en el lado amable, para ponerlo muy levemente, y no ser adversarios a los demás de Town Councilors. Ellos han optado de no hacer bronca, pero en realidad yo creo que lo importante aquí es que la gente los eligió con y ellos representan la gente, y la gente que los eligió merecen saber, merece que se les haga el trabajo. No simplemente se trata de ir a la junta y hablar y decir sí y conseguir tu salario al final del mes. No se trata de eso. También, si es que eres partidario y si estás interesado, vas a llegar a saber ciertas cositas, vas a indagar y vas a compartirlo con tu gente. Esto está sucediendo, compañeros, tal y tal y tal, tal y tal y tal. No lo veo correcto, dilo. Pero nada de eso está sucediendo. Nada está sucediendo. Como digo, ellos han tomado esa decisión, me imagino, para tomarlo así calmados, pero la gente dice, no, yo quiero saber qué está sucediendo.
They might have a legitimate reason why they are behaving and acting this way, but the people need to know, right?
Legitimate, there may be a personal reason.
Maybe. But then the people need to know, because it's 3 years almost gone. And nothing have said, nothing have done. So the people they ask, what are your intentions? Then I hear nothing more to know. And the people have a right to ask. And myself and Emmanuel is not like bashing, no, because that's the way how you usually turn and say, boy, Emmanuel, I hear you, check said this about we. But we are just saying what is expected from you all. If you the honor a counselor, you're the opposition, and you figure in yourself that you can't do nothing because they hold you down, I'm not saying that's the case, but at least come out and talk to the people and make them know what is your position and why you all are not active in the community. Right?
Was that active in the community?
Active in the community. that they are not why they are not active in the community and working along with the people. Because if you're the opposition and you got two persons with opposition, on work along with the councilman or on a family group and go do and leave bake sale in our area, do and leave barbecue sale, put up on sports day. They have a lot of people support, you know. And I'm sure they have some people that could support, you know, it's only goodies.
You see, the question is easier asked than answered, because they will be able to tell you, but we not get this, and we not get support from the party, and we're not getting this. And I'm being straight up here, because I've heard some of them, you know, and they're not going to put out their necks for this and put out their necks for that, because at the end of the day, that they are not getting the support and this and the other, which at the end of the day, believe me, is a sorry state of affairs, and is revealing of the current situation here. But I'll be honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. Welcome to politics in Orange Rock.
Yep.
That's about as much as I will say. Because, si hablo más, me voy a meter en gran problemas.
Yep, and I said that Emmanuel said. And people ask questions and we are trying to answer. You know, it's a pity that people not call and ask them questions themselves. But sometimes it's more convenient for people to text Emmanuel, because you know they buy the Litex bundle. So they're sending the Litex and we try to do our best to deliver that.
You see, es que muchas veces la gente piensa que somos el portavoz oficial del Partido Unido Democrático, y no lo somos. Pues nadie nos ha dado ese privilegio, y aunque no se nos ofreciera, no creo que lo aceptaríamos. No somos dignos de tomar esa posición, pero te quiero decir de que por una razón u otra la gente nos avienta las preguntas y desafortunadamente no nos podemos contestar.
Because sometimes when people tell you what is happening in the party or what the party are do, when we should have known if deliver it to the people deliver it to we.
Mira el caso de ayer. En el caso de ayer estuvimos pidiéndole al Ejecutivo, a los miembros de la comitiva, a las personas que están allá arriba en el partido UDP, que nos llamen y que nos digan, que nos actualicen con qué está sucediendo. Y si es que todavía no tienen 7 personas para correr para el UDP, Town Council, que nos digan, ¿sabes qué? A este momento no tenemos, pero queremos invitar a la gente que participe en el proceso electoral, si te has interesado, si calificas en tal forma, bla, 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 pero desafortunadamente no ha estado sucediendo. Yo les invito a que llamen, no tomen este comentario como un bofetazo, simplemente tómenlo al lado amable, y queremos ser partidarios también y ayudar, pero si no sabemos nada, ¿cómo podemos ayudar? Si no nos invitas a ser parte de ello, ¿cómo podemos compartir? Así que al final del día, simplemente le digo, si tienes información, si eres del Ejecutivo, si eres una persona que nos puede informar acerca del estatus, entonces te pido que nos llames para saber un poquito más. ¿No es así?
Yeah, or if you up on the slate and you the run call and tell her, hey, my name is so and so, and I up on the slate, and we have this, but maybe, you know, sometimes the executive hold back on anything and they don't want to release it for some reason, no? But the people are asking, and the people need to know that, where am I saying, 7 months more?
Yes.
7 months. So, but on that note, Emmanuel, we can take one break.
Yes. It's exactly 8 o'clock, so we'll take a break, but we'll be right back with you with more.
The first 2 phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project, from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town, has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first 2 phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Man, this 4G LTE really got me confused. Can you figure out how to buy my data?
Yeah, I know, right? And mine need to work as fast as I may expect it.
Man, listen guys, it's nothing complicated about Digicel 4G LTE. In fact, Digicel just made it easier to buy data. All you need to do is send a text message to 400. And in the body of the text, type the amount of data you'd like to buy. That's all. And you, focus your phone. You'd never get 4G LTE on this 2G bucket. You also need to have an APN. Why go down to a BTL office and get yourself a Digicel 4G LTE capable device. And until then, you will feel the rush.
Now who this bally by?
Getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Tienes 8 cilindros. Eres adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto.
Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal?
Una limpieza de inyectores y un cambio de aceite. Vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega & Sons. Búsquelo en su tienda favorita.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega & Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega & Sons Limited, because we care for you. The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Chop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos, compañeros. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy estaremos hablando más en detalle acerca de ciertos temas que surgieron anoche en las noticias. Y yo creo que es correcto de que apartemos un tiempo, poniendo tiempo aparte para discutirlo un poquito más para que las personas puedan entenderlo mejor y poder reaccionar mejor. Es nuestro deseo, nuestra misión aquí en Nortevisión Canal 10, que como dije, de informar educar. Y esto lo hacemos trayendo nuestros invitados de honor a poder hablar acerca de los temas cuando ellos realmente son las personas correctas para hacer las preguntas. Y a veces pues tenemos bastantes invitados, a veces escasamente tenemos, pero siempre estamos al tanto de nuestra misión, que es informar, educar, ¿ok? Y a veces entretener. Eso, basado en ese compromiso que tenemos con ustedes, ¿ok? Entonces tomamos tiempo aparte de actualizarnos nosotros mismos, porque no es imposible de que yo te explique algo a ti si yo no lo conozco o no lo sé, no lo entendí en el bendito primer lugar. ¿Ya me entiendes?
That's right. Yeah. What text going to say? Yes. How about Orange Walk? It looks like we are forgotten. I can see Belize all the way up to Griga. It looks pretty. Not only because PUP winning Orange Walk means we don't get nothing. I think that the rest of us, UDP, we are not voting no more for none. We need a change. We're voting for green this time. Thank you, sir.
That is a powerful statement.
It is.
That's a powerful statement. But it reflects the overriding sentiment of a lot of people who feel, and I'm going to be very blunt and tell you, who feel frustrated. And I remember when the People's United Party was going through its internal problems, leadership, when Fonseca and John and God knows who else was going up, and they were buffeting each other, like, talking bad about each other and so forth. And people, there was one important thing, but there was a common call. There was a call from within the supporters and the participants to please, remain strong in their conviction that their party was the correct party. However, when it comes to when the United Democratic Party faces its travails and faces its little problems, we scarcely have any participation in any of these things. Perhaps it may not be as overwhelming as the one that the PUP went through. We're not having a difficulty with a leader per se, a leadership crisis in the country. We may have a leadership crisis here in the north, and I think that we do have a vacuum that was created by the withdrawal of Mr. Gaspar Vega. When the Vegas came out of politics, there was this void. And the people are saying, ¿y ahora quién? ¿Ahora quién nos va a ayudar? ¿Ahora quién nos va a escuchar? ¿Ahora quién? El señor Vega ha tomado una posición de, yo ya no soy ministro. Yo ya no te puedo ayudar. Yo ya no tengo la influencia en el gobierno como lo tenía yo antes. La plena y neta verdad.
And that is so.
La plena y neta verdad. Sin embargo, necesita que surja alguien. Y ese alguien todavía no ha surgido. Que tome el lugar. Pero mucha gente se siente hasta cierto punto, ¿qué es la palabra? Se siente a este cierto punto, no quieren asumir las responsabilidades, porque piensan de que jamás nunca van a poder llenar los zapatos del representante anterior, que hizo una gran cantidad para el norte, y no solo para el norte, pero para todo el país. ¿Ok? Ese señor Gaspar Vega. Y como dicen, nadie va a poder hacer el trabajo que él hizo, porque ayudó a gran cantidad de gente. Y por eso es que hay cierta gente que están pidiendo que regrese el señor Gaspar, pero el señor Gaspar ha dicho, a este momento yo no tengo ninguna intención de regresar en política.
That's right.
Tiene que haber alguien más joven que tome mi lugar. Sin embargo, los elementos dentro del partido no están promoviendo eso.
And time is going.
Los directores dentro del partido no están viendo eso. Y esperando, y en esperar, tienes que tú meterte a ayudar a este, ¿cómo se llama? Y aquí como partido estamos fallando. Porque la directiva del partido actual, se enoje quien se enoje, me vale, pero no están haciendo el buen trabajo. No lo están haciendo. Y la gente se está desanimando. La gente está cayendo en un estado de desánimo increíble. Y créeme que cuando ya caen a un cierto punto de desánimo, ya es difícil traerlos de vuelta. Tendríamos que ser fanáticos para regresar. Tú escoges qué eres. Pero al final del día, la gente dice, la pregunta fuerte, la pregunta más grande del día es, ¿votamos para el UDP porque el PUP nos hizo daño? Porque la corrupción que existió entre 98 y 2008 fue sin precedencia. ¿Ok? Y luego votamos para el UDP en 2008 y estamos escuchando de la misma cosa. Hablando la neta. Quizás algunas cosas no sean tan fuertes y tan... ¿Qué es la palabra? Tan fuertes como el otro partido. Pero, compañeros, La pregunta es, ¿y qué voy a hacer yo para estas elecciones? ¿Qué voy yo a hacer? ¿Regresar al PUP? No, te dicen, no puedo. Entonces, ¿qué opciones tengo yo como votante? ¿Qué voy a hacer? Una persona dice que va a votar para el Partido Verde, pero el Partido Verde, ¿qué opción es? ¿Qué opción verdadera es? ¿Ok? Sí, pones tu voto, pero esa satisfacción solo va a ser tuya. Que no votaste para el Partido Rojo ni el Azul y te conformaste con votar por el Partido Verde. Pero el Partido Verde, aquí en Belice, pues ya se sabe que aquí, en realidad, eres bien rojo o eres azul. El verde jamás nunca va a llegar a hacer algo a menos que salemos de nuestro estado de mente actual de ser fanáticos azules y fanáticos rojos y salir de ese cajón de pensamiento y decir, voy a pensar ahora por el bien de mi país y voy a votar por algo diferente. No porque lo que me van a dar o porque me conviene a que aquel persona entre porque él me va a ayudar. Eso ya tiene que terminar.
Yeah, and what happened to like with this vacuum that needs to be filled with the Honorable Gaspar Vega making his decision that he's not interested in running again? They have somebody out there who could probably do it, Emmanuel. So, but that's hard to find. But what happened is, sometimes the parties, they're just going to pick somebody. And maybe that person, when they will have the interest to do it, they say, okay, they don't pick somebody, so I not put myself again. But if you open it up, maybe that right person might come.
But if that right person feels that he can do the job, for God's sake, come up and say it.
Come up and say it, don't you? Yeah. And
I don't think that se debe de rogar. If you really feel that you can do it and you feel that you can help the situation, if you hold if you hold these things dear to your heart, just come up, say it. Not afraid.
Now wait till they pick somebody and then you come on and say, man, I could have do it, but they don't pick somebody.
Exactly, because that's normally the case. In cases, you know, I should have been.
Yeah. Yeah, and
y luego resulta de que te quedas con ayúdame y no logras nada.
But you never had. Yeah, and like this text of this person read, Emmanuel, it pertains to the same thing that the gentleman called some days ago pertaining to Caledonia. Because this person said, not because the PUP win in this area, then we don't have the development like what we have in the south and Belize City and in the west. Like the person for Caledonia said, man, for we road is very bad and it has been so from 19 long. But Caledonia, the candidate never come in, so they stay behind. And that happened in a lot of areas and so. But we need to wake up from those type of political decisions in this country, because when you become a government, when you're the campaign, you campaign as a party. But when you become a government, like the Honorable Dean Barros said, I don't know if that is time or before, but they say a government for all. Right? And they say the best is yet to come. So it's supposed to be over the entire country. But then sometimes they look and say, they must say, you know what? Only 500 people live back there, man. That now make a different dinner for we swing.
The worst thing is when at a different level, at a level where we are not privileged to be in, they say, oh, we can win the next elections, but we're not counting on this one. We're not counting on this one. You know? So we will concentrate our efforts in those that we can win.
We need 16 for win.
We need 16 to, because that's politics. Winning elections, Politics is not about helping people. It's not about doing whatever. Politics is about winning elections. And politics is done by political parties. And all political parties do is plan for the next victory. Hello?
Their interest is to win.
Hello? That is their interest. Okay? But at the very, yes. So at that level, they go like, man, I don't think that we can win Decay, or we can win Corozal, or we can win Orange Walk, or we can win. So we can forget them.
We don't waste with time.
We can not waste with time. That is the kind of mentality versus the other mentality that says, you know what? We have lost ground in Orange Walk. We have lost ground in Toledo. We have lost ground in Corozal. So let's make an effort to try to regain. And then you go in and you try to help the people, UDP, PUP, green, blue, red, yellow, anybody.
And you're already
and then the persons who are within the party say, see, you're the help loan from the other side, and then people don't change.
Because that street will fix the loan persons for the other side.
But then you say, but I'm trying to do my best because I'm trying to see if maybe we can get back some of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, politics is a tricky thing. If you don't want to if you want to keep your sanity, don't get into politics.
It's good to have your supporters, Emmanuel, and your supporters will always be with you. But then, when you lose them, then it's a hard thing for you to get them back.
True.
It's very hard for you to get back them people when you don't lose them, because
that's what I said a while ago. You don't permit people to become so discouraged and so frustrated and angry with you, because then there comes a point when it's a point of no return. They will send you feed the chickens.
Yep. I know Belize is such a small community. Belize has a lot of small communities, and when you do one, Emmanuel, out of a family, Brala come in, Cunyado come in, Granny come in.
Oh, I know one particular person who says, I am responsible for 68 votes in my family. I go like, what? 68? And I am the one who says who they will vote for. They may have their independent way of thinking, but when it comes to us, we vote as a bloc.
Right.
Can you imagine having 68 people against you? Suddenly against you? Suddenly against you, and all the while you thought that you had them. Yeah, I got this crowd here, and I got this crowd here. And then you don't. Very simply because you the politician, did not take care of them. Certain things you need to do.
And then out of that 64, maybe they'll go and help 2 and maybe might get back that 2, or maybe 5, but you not get back all of them. You not get back all of them. It's not a small text, pero es en español.
Elección lo ganamos con el UDP otra vez. Ojalá y sea cierto, compañero, compañera, no sé quién eres. Ojalá y sea cierto.
Yeah. So some people got this mentality of saying, and their prerogative is, and now I change my party, no my religion. No care what happen. But then they are not the majority. Because got the people right there, so
we don't know that. We don't know if it is not the majority. But I do believe that there is a strong showing for the United Democratic Party here in Orange Walk. It's just that you need to deal with the current situations. There are some people who tell you plain and straight, yo estoy enojado con tal y tal persona. Yo estoy enojado con tal y tal persona. Y no hasta que me vengan a ver como hombres a platicar y a resolver esta situación. Pero si no lo haces, jamás nunca vas a poder asentar la situación.
Yep.
¿Ok? Y tú simplemente piensas y tomas, you're taking people for granted when you don't visit them. Déjalos, ellos van a volver a ser UDP. Déjalos, cuando vean que todo está cambiando, van a cambiar también. Eso no funciona así. No, señor.
Around midday when the election day comes.
Señor.
Emmanuel, when midday around election day, wow, we need to take on breaking a short while. But here this, Emmanuel, around midday, election day, and they see that person not come out yet, they say, make a go to your house, see her. And by the time you go to the house, see her, you see the one vehicle for the next party right there, they bring them out there. Say, man,
desde que escuchas, no voy a ir ahorita, voy a ir más tarde. No me vengan a buscar, yo voy a ir solo. Yo voy sola.
You write that off. Right? You write that off, you still keep it police.
Well, you know, officially, personas con tenacidad, como yo, don't write it off. Yo me quedo. Y le digo, vamos ahora, aquí esta persona va a cuidar a tu nene. Esa persona, yo te puedo hacer y te puedo llevar ahora, botas y entre 15 minutos ya estás de vuelta.
¿Y qué pasó?
Vamos. Vamos.
Es que estoy esperando a mi hijo porque fue a ver si puede conseguir dinero para pagarme el light bill, pero no ha llegado y estoy esperando.
Pues es típicamente la situación.
¿Qué va a hacer en esa
situación? Pues en ese
situación?
tipo de personas que andan buscando dinero, pues yo no los voy a poder ayudar porque yo no soy el tipo de persona que voy a apoyar eso. Sin embargo, mucha gente dice, pues solo así ganas las elecciones, porque la verdad es, aunque mentes madre acerca de ello, la gente siempre va a continuar siendo así. Así que, ¿qué haces? ¿Pierdes las elecciones simplemente porque y orgullosamente dices, pero yo mantuve mis principios, y no compré votos? Y al otro lado, el otro individuo dice, pues, ¿sabes qué? Yo quizás maniobré las cosas tantito, pero yo soy el ganador en este caso. ¿Y qué es lo que querían ambos? Ambos querían ganar, no querían mantener sus principios. Para ellos es más importante ganar que mantener sus principios.
Sometime before independence, people could have know who the NIP, who the UDP, who the PUP. So I don't say, all right, then people, so I concentrate too. But now, they have the one for this party, the one for that party, and the money crowd. Mm-hmm. So that three entities you have to concentrate on now. Mm-hmm. This one they will party, all right, I sure this person support me, so I don't have to worry, I just have to talk to her and make sure everything all right. But then they got a crowd, that's what the money crowd. Mm-hmm. And that crowd, a big crowd, Emmanuel. Mm-hmm. Some people with a real die-hard supporters as a party, you know what I say? Then the people out there, I know if they're going to vote for my party and my party, they give them money, so they have to give me too. I have vote for them, but they have to give me because then they want them to vote for we party and then they give it, so they have to give me too. And then out of that day, they did not put the party on strain because they never budget for him. You understand?
Do you know anybody like that?
I know, man.
Or what do you think of that?
Well, the person when do that, I may tell him about himself. I tell him, man, you say you support your party.
I almost know who that person is.
Hey, and that person may run for the party that day too. Run a vehicle, and he say he find out.
Then tell you what, shame on that person.
But you see, so that's why the party have to concentrate on anything. I'm not listening about paying people for vote and so that now stop. That now stop. That already there in there, and the parties there.
I just said that in Spanish. A continuar. La gente va a tomar ventaja ese día. Te dice, ajá, me prometiste y nunca me cumpliste. Ahora te espero porque quieres venir, vas a tener que venir a mi casa a pedir mi voto. Pero espérate, pero con esa sonrisita te dicen, espérate. Vas a venir.
Yeah, you know, para election.
Es cuando la gente dice toma.
You know, para election day, they have both parties. They have the taxes and the vehicles will go pick up people. You know, some of the people they go for them and say, if the person want to run, let's say that Emmanuel run. If Emmanuel not going, I not going. Then the candidate to run have to go to that person's house and talk to them and reason out whatever they need for reason out. As most people stand firm, you know. You could try convince them.
But most of the time, the only time that these people want to have the actual representative to go there is because they need something of that person. They need something. Not because they want to see his or her pretty face.
No, not because they want to see there. They want to talk to them about something when they may forget and never get, or they need something on the spot right there. And what a person could do, Banade Emmanuel, he could promise you, and you could say, all right, you promised me, I want to look the next day that person will win. So you still not get what they ask for.
That's why people have taken the very practical and astute. I'm not condoning it, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't change the way people act or react.
And who is to blame for that?
I can only change me. I can't change you. But at the end of the day, I believe that it will continue. Some people, a very small minority, will say, all right, for true, and I will stop but I'll stop ask for money and so forth. But maybe I shouldn't even say this because it would be only giving it wings to fly more. But it will continue.
Yeah, continue.
As long as we don't have people who address the needs of the people with what they want, as idyllic as that may sound, because at the end of the day, you can never satisfy everybody. Never satisfy everybody, because you put up street lights and you say, aha, mira que bonito se ve la calle ahora. And then there is one little sucker down the road that says, yo no puedo comer luz.
Yeah, that's nothing for me. Emmanuel got so many people like sharks, you know, because I remember one time when I had to, I don't remember which election, but I got by San Francisco, I had one lead porch with me, you know, and I said, I can open this thing. So I open it and I'm the conk someone and look, yeah, so people rush me. They said, see, check it out, he work with Vegas, he bring money. I tell him this is my money. I want to pay some of this money right now, but I don't know if I vote that somebody will who.
You did joke.
I did tell them, man, they rush me. Check he got money. He work with Vegas and I got me money, so, but I'm going to pay somebody. Not if I vote. Somebody when me come and I got some money for that, well, they rush me.
Wow. And then again, there are people who just take advantage of both political parties.
Yes. Too short.
Yes. And I saw this last election. I know this person comes from a traditionally red family. Very red family. Went over to the other side by the people, you know. And I'm looking, and I saw the exchange of money go on. I saw it. I would have had to be blind not to see it. I saw it. And the person then comes over to our side and says, see, that's how you do it. And I go like, you don't vote? How? No, that was not the question I asked. I said, and what will you do? He said, you know me. You know me. I will never vote for them.
But you hustle them?
We hustle them.
Yeah, see, and that happened to both parties.
So the hustle part may be play a big role there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true thing.
Another said the hustle part is becoming more and more and more prevalent in the election process. You take Franhi, put on the red shirt, you take Franhi, put on the blue shirt. And if they had 5 more parties, you'd have changed shirts, yellow, green, whatever, till you fill your pocket and you said, all right, I'm going to vote now. And whoever gives you more at the end of the day, that's who you're going for. Which bespeaks very simply of cowardice, lack of confidence, lack of patriotism, lack of principles, lack of everything that you can think of, when you can just very simply be as egoistic as that, only think for yourself and what you can get out of it.
Yeah.
But then again, voters are saying, pues así son los políticos. Am I not right?
Yeah. Can we remember, we have to go up and break, but can we remember where this started, Emmanuel?
I really don't know.
You don't know. Well, let's go take a break then.
Yes, because Mr. Mahin done the show, we are kind of waffle and thing. And
what?
And it's not how I say done. All right.
I'll see you in a while, ba.
Hasta luego, nos vemos.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get buff.
Tienes 8 cilindros. Eres adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto.
Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal?
Una limpieza de inyectores y un cambio de aceite. Vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega & Sons. Búsquelo en su tienda favorita.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega & Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega & Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macal River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Belkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FIBA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms, another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public, and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Por más de 100
The first 2 phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first 2 phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Man, this 4G LTE really got me confused. Can you figure out how to buy my data?
Yeah, I know, right? And my name to work as fast as I may expect it.
Man, listen guys, it's nothing complicated about Digicel 4G LTE. In fact, Digicel just made it easier to buy data. All you need to do is send a text message to 400. And in the body of the text, type the amount of data you'd like to buy. That's all. And you, focus your phone. You'd never get 4G LTE from this 2G bucket. You also need to have an APN. My man, go down to a BTL office and get yourself a Digicel 4G LTE capable device. And until then, you will feel the rush.
Now who this bally by?
Get jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Tienes 8 cilindros. Eres adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto.
Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal?
una limpieza de inyectores y un cambio de aceite, vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega & Sons. Búsquelo en su tienda favorita.
I got one question for you.
Ask away.
Morris or Gloria? Morris or Gloria? Morris or Gloria?
I don't think Morris is capable of doing waffles so nice. That's definitely Gloria.
So who we should say thanks to?
Well, I have to thank both of them because Morris provided, Gloria they manufactured, and Morris brought.
So who get the most credit? Morris?
I know, but don't put me in them precarious positions. Both of them. Thank you, Morris, and thank you, Gloria.
Talk. Not the hide behind, not the kick me by my foot.
If I let me kick you, I'm a ball.
Gloria, thank you very much, girl. I just want to tell her, Morris deliver. At least tell the ladies that Morris deliver because suppose Gloria may say it, I never reach to you.
Gloria know better than that.
But it was good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Because I'm there for a tangent there, Emmanuel, me lick hard just now. Well, lick so hard this morning, sir.
I don't lick hard.
Reality check.
You don't hear me lick hard yet.
What was the postponement of the people from the Auditor General's office with the special...
Well, it was a matter of principle, really.
So you done? You done?
No, he's not done yet.
He's not done.
Okay. No, he's not done yet. It was a matter of principle. If you have, and I think that they drew an example, if you have Mr. Hulse, anyone, accountant, come in and give you and do an audit, and he signs, tara, and he gives you this report and says, this is the state of the financial accounts. And then you turn and you go back to one of his auditors, to one of the people who did that. They're telling you, but they're not here responsible for answering questions. Is the person who signed that report, who actually is the person who stands behind the name. Case in point.
So when he
is
signed
the
that,
Auditor General, they feel, who needs to be asked these questions. It is not the individual auditors who should be answering the questions.
so like in that case you referred to Mr. Hulse, they not put that right front of him, he just assigned that. He going through that and make sure everything is in order.
Thank you very much.
Once he signed that, that's confirmed, right?
Exactly. Because then he is the one who is responsible for that report, not the worker.
So
we're just drawing examples here. You know what I mean? And it could be any Mr. Hulse. You understand me?
So that's the position.
That's the position. You understood that, right?
Yes, I understand it very clearly.
Very clearly. And that's the reason why. It's a matter of principle.
Yeah.
So some people would easily dismiss it and say, sure, ask the man the question because this and this and this and this. But I guess that lawyers, like accountants, like a lot of other professionals, when they put that signature there, is because they are the ones who are ultimately responsible for the contents of that report, not the person who works for him.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yep.
So, in other words, they're telling you it is the Auditor General who needs to be asked these questions, not the individual auditors.
Okay. Yep.
This is,
well understood.
I'm explaining the position that I explained yesterday. If you may have a differing view, that is your prerogative. That is within, that's, you know, but I'm explaining it as to the reason why it was cancelled.
Yeah, and also the chair, Aldo Salazar, said, Emmanuel, that you want people to understand that, you know, all this thing when it happened in the Senate, everything, he said, he don't have a vote there.
He only said that he has a vote only when
if you have a tie.
You have a tie.
You understand? So I'm not thinking to try hide from nothing, but he was just making his point clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is very clear. So when he put the vote that if they have a tie, but apart from that, he is just the chair of the committee, right? Which explains why things are happening the way it's happening.
One of the things that was one of the issues that I think is to be discussed either today or being discussed by the media is the reason why the PUP party has been changing its Senate representatives to the Senate Select Committee inquiry.
I get you. Yeah, because
you see Dr. Carla, you see Aldo, you see whoever it is that is there, but then you sometimes see Amon, sometimes you see Shevat, sometimes you see this one, sometimes you see the other. Why it is that they're changing? That is one of the issues
you believe it's because of the other person's prior commitments. Like, you know, Mr. Courtney now a very busy man when it comes to the courts, that's why he travel out.
Oh, I wouldn't be as modest as saying that it's prior commitment. I would say perhaps that it's a political contrivance.
Okay, because this man when I put Shabbat, he now a standard bearer for the people's
He says we
United
have
Party as well.
a little bit more from an interview with the chairman in tomorrow's newscast, in which he discusses the PUP's swapping senators in and out for the hearings over the past few weeks. So it's going to be this chairman's point of view in which he discusses what he believes is the reason why the PUP have swapping senators. It may be as mundane as, oh yeah, we have commitments and we're lawyers and we have to go do this and we have to do the other. It may be that it's all part of a plot.
So hopefully we'll hear that today.
Getting more coverage, getting more people in, ask questions and so forth.
Get yourself popular.
You know?
Make a lot of people see you.
Exactly. You know?
Yeah. Well, Emmanuel, it has been a wonderful morning. We got 7 minutes more right here this morning. Just want to remind the folks that the United Democratic Party for Corozal, they'll be having their convention on the 20th of August. You go out there and choose a candidate of your choice. We have 2 persons for mayoral candidates and other persons for councillors. The 20th of August in Corozal, you come out and exercise your constitutional right. Vote for the person that you believe will do the best for your community.
And for whatever it is worth, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know of a lot of people going to Alberta, to Calgary, which is Calgary, Alberta, I think. Calgary in Edmonton? What is it? Calgary. It's in Canada. It's a city in Canada. And it is in Alberta, yes. It's a city in the Canadian province of Alberta. And you may be wondering where I'm going with this. There is a direct flight now from Calgary, from Canada, all the way up north, Calgary, way above Minneapolis, St. Paul, where cold weather strikes hard. After the successful run of the Toronto, offering, which means the Toronto Belize Direct, then WestJet has said that they are going to introduce a new flight to Belize, and that is all the way from Calgary, okay, Alberta, which means that, and it's only $279 one way, Canadian dollars, I'm sorry, one way.
That's a Canadian.
No, a Canadian dollar is
165 more or less, no?
Is a little bit less, yes, than the US dollar. So, in other words, it could easily be, say, if 279 times 2 is 558, then that means that it's going to be between $480 and $500 one way.
Emmanuel, also some people might wonder why Alberta, Canada. They're not got Belizeans much Belizeans will live there, but these flights are not only for Belizeans. This is to bring in more persons into the country.
These flights are for, like I said, where the cold weather strikes hard. These people sometimes, because they are far up north, and I mean Calgary, where it's cold. This is cold. Cold area. I mean, if you go to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and think it's cold, go to Calgary. It's even colder.
So if the people are
it's farther north.
If the people are coming to Belize right now, are really going to welcome weather.
Yes. And believe me, those people who live that far up north are willing to pay to come to tropical destinations like Belize. And, encouraged by the WestJet carrier, then more Canadians are coming in.
So that's a direct flight?
There's a difference between direct and non-stop.
Okay.
And I just want to tell you that direct may not indicate that it does not stop someplace. Okay? Direct flight from Calgary, let me use another example, because from New York to Belize does not say that it may not stop in Miami.
Or maybe in Houston.
Yeah. However, if you see a non-stop flight, then it will definitely not stop. This one says that it is announced a new flight. It's a new non-stop. It's a non-stop.
Okay. So when I jump on that flight, they'll come off.
It is direct from Calgary, Wacatas, across all the United States, across the Gulf of Mexico, and it might be more than 5 hours if you ask me. Flight.
Well, we welcome that new initiative to Belize, because we have flights that come from Fort Lauderdale as well by Southwest. I believe it's like $79 US one way.
Well, that was the initial introductory offer. It may not be that.
Yeah. So we're glad all of them big flights to come to Belize. And I was at the airport some weeks ago, Emmanuel. Man, and people wouldn't imagine how full are these flights, Emmanuel. American Airlines, I took one of my friend there, and he take 1 hour and 40 minutes before he could have check in.
Yes.
So a lot of people to travel. A lot of people is coming.
And remember that if you have a flight out of any airport into the USA, you will be delayed by more stringent safety checks.
And that safety is for all
In
of
other
us.
words, if you are taking in this and if you're taking in that, and don't feel free to be taking things in your carry-on luggage. You can take computers and colognes and all kind of things in your luggage that goes in the
check-in.
You check in. But when it comes to carry on with you, there are big restrictions in what you can take with you.
You can't carry nothing that is liquid. Nothing that is liquid. Not even a perfume.
Exactly.
Not even a nail polish.
Exactly.
You can't carry anything, so you have to put them in your check-in bag.
Exactly.
Your check-in bag, your big valise, your big grip, your big suitcase.
And I heard a word for the longest valley still. He said it the other day.
And the more are there things that you have in your carry-on, the more delay you will have. Because they're going through your bag and check everything. So better.
And people like chips, morcilla, longaniza, tamalitos, and everything, just in case I get hungry upon the flight. Well, for God's sake, I mean, these people are giving you food.
They don't give food again.
Well, you can buy.
You have to buy.
All right.
Yeah.
Then you buy.
Yeah, but then I remember one time I was going to Los Angeles via Salvador. I'm going to Petit Tapon. When I reached Salvador, they take it away.
Well, you should have known better.
I never know.
You didn't know. Okay.
I never know. And I take it to they said, this thing here, like, you feel like spongy like, and he said this thing here could probably make one bomb or something. I tell him, I take one slice, I take one grab it.
I know somebody say, eso no lo puedes usar, no puedes usar. Pero tú no te vas a quedar con ello, así que dámelo de vuelta para que yo me lo arte. Y se sentó con toda su familia, lo comieron al otro lado y regresaron y dijeron, okay, ya, me lo comí.
Yeah, Emmanuel, I got our next experience with some coconut oil.
Say it again, coconut?
Coconut oil.
All right.
And so Ricardo.
All right.
But to talk about that the next day because the time before we go, then people want to see the novela. Unless you are up like one novela something. You got anything to say, you're the señor de los todos. Univision. Emmanuel, make a wrap up for this morning, my brother. Make a wrap up.
Okay. Thank you. I know, I understand. I will not go into any rebuttals or further discussions with you.
We don't really got time for that
anyway. I mean, you know, it's 2 minutes after 9, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take that call before.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Before we leave. Hello, good morning. All right, wrap up.
Fair chance. Okay. Then I'd like to say thank you to all the people who are watching us this morning and who participated. Fair chance again. Let me try again.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días. ¿Puedo pasarme con el señor Martínez?
Sí, sigue.
Ok. Yo estoy en el monte y lo estoy viendo.
Ajá.
Está muy, una pregunta muy diferente. Yo pagué mi nacionalidad y quiero saber si va a haber ceremonia el fin de este mes.
Ay, señor, ahí no le puedo contestar, pero te quiero decir de que si es que tú nos puedes ver, no sé si estás viéndolo a través de un televisor portátil o por tu teléfono, no lo sé. Si es que lo estás viendo por tu teléfono, entonces te pido que, y tendrás internet, entonces te pido que entres en la página del gobierno de Immigration and Nationality y que ahí te van a informar o simplemente enviándoles un mensaje. Pero yo no les sabría contestar, señor. Yo no le podría contestar, pero lo tendré en mente y si es que logro conseguir información, lo voy a pasar por el aire mañana.
Gracias, estaré pendiente.
Ok, muy bien, claro.
Yo los veo y no entiendo el inglés, pero agradezco la información.
Claro que sí, haremos todo el esfuerzo de conseguir la información.
Los veo por televisión.
Eso lo dije, sí. Gracias, claro, que tenga buen día.
Igual.
All right, so with a wrap up now, we'd like to...
Agradeciendo los esfuerzos de Morris y de Rahim y de Chequi, que siempre comparte el escenario aquí conmigo, y dándole las gracias a todos ustedes, compañeros, que nos animan con su sintonía y con sus llamadas, y aunque muchas veces dirías, no hay tantas llamadas, pero te aseguro que están viendo.
You know, it's my responsibility every month if you set up your mic, and you know, when I was assigned to do those things, I was given a bigger assignment than that, but I'm not really going through all that. You know, when we got Galavisión, Telemundo, Elipa, the producer and so on, and that's what people like fix you up, put powder up your face, all that. You know, but I'm not going through all of that because, you know, but we like to remind everyone that we have
Where is he going? Where is he coming from, and where is he going?
We have the audition today at 2 o'clock for the Universal Radio Grand Karaoke Show at 2 o'clock right here at North Television Channel 10. You can bring 2 songs. It's for kids up to 12 years old. It's $500 cash for the first prize. And this show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. My name is Robert Cheque Usher. Make us see what's on here. My name is Robert Cheque Usher. We have Emmanuel here that is right here, faithful every morning. The first person I see when I come to work in the morning is Emmanuel. But that is cool. I'm not going to issue that. No problem. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Emmanuel, hasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Como dicen todos, se cuidan. Se cuidan mucho.
Sugar City Morning Show.